Hey guys, so we're back with another video. This time we'll be talking about the women's 200 meters semifinal. Now, from what I have heard about this, I think overall this World Championships has shown that the women's are ready to represent as always. And as we crown the new world champion of the 100 meters, Sha'carri Richardson has been doing such an amazing thing at this World Championships. And now, from what I heard from the rounds when she ran, a lot of people kept mistaking that Sha'carri couldn't run rounds. This World Championship proved that Sha'carri is here to stay, and I am here for it. So from what I heard, she ran through round one, no problem. Got to there, settled it down. Then we got to the semifinals, which is what we're going to be watching. And from what the title says, Sha'carri survived semifinal of death to clutch the spot for the final, which will be happening in the next video, versus Shericka Jackson. Another thing I'm going to say also is I love the chemistry right now that the Jamaicans and the Americans are having. And Sha'carri's that glue that puts the team together. And I think she's done such an amazing job to show us that not only she's back with a different purpose. Her mindset is different. She is thinking like a champion. She is now our champion of the U.S. team. She is the world champion in the 100 meters. So we will never forget that. So now we're back with another amazing race, which is the 200 meters, which is my personal event. I ran that in high school, and I'm still currently running track as well. So let's see what the 200 has in store.
We are 2/3 of the way through the women's 200
There
meters
she
semi-final.
is.
Here is the third and final, and it features...
And this is the third heat, which had Talou, Shericka Jackson, and Sha'carri Richardson.
Who has just created headlines around the world this week. Sha'carri Richardson making her first global team for Team USA, went all the way from the Q room to becoming a world champion. And this is how she got it done just a couple of nights ago. It had never happened before. Never in the history of the World Championships has somebody qualified on time to the final. And
this never happened before. Nobody hasn't touched lane 9 to win the World Championship. That never happened. So she is here to stay.
Won the world title at 100 meters, but Sha'carri Richardson erasing 40 years of World Championship history.
And you can tell she'd never been here before. She's like, oh, okay, wait, I'll wait. I love that moment, and I love the innocence, that we were able to see in her, and the pure joy that she has. Listen, the Dallas native is already riding high. Arguably the most popular athlete here for sure on Team USA. She had to overcome so much terrain as queen in the 100 meters, and she did. So I'm assuming, guys, that she's now on the track. She's light. There's no pressure. She can go out here and attempt a double that has not been done since 2013 when Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price did it. And also worth mention, no American woman has ever done it at a World Championships. In the Olympics, yes, but not the World Championships.
I wonder what the biggest facial expression was when she won, or later on when our Lewis Johnson told us she had 3.3 million followers now on Instagram.
And there she is. I'm gonna keep saying it, and we will make a separate video about that. Now, depending on if we know last year what Shericka Jackson did last year was phenomenal, right? She almost got close to that record, and whatever that she's planning to do now and to Paris is next year, I'm just putting my eyes closed because there's so many things that's going to be at. And let's not forget, Elaine Thompson is at the World Championship. People forgot, but she ran the relays, the semifinal, as well as I think the first round or semifinal. So definitely I will be talking about that later on in other videos. But this, I gotta say,
is the reigning champion in this event. She's also the second fastest woman of all time. But the conversation in Jamaica is Sha'carri in Shericka's head? Because Sha'carri has beaten Shericka every single time they have met this year at 100. But Shericka is obviously
I love one thing I gotta say, and please people do not bash the athletes, because all the athletes are working so hard to be at this level, especially Talou. I really love Talou. her energy, her vibe is so mellow and cool. And I wish one day she gets a medal, like especially an Olympic medal. That would mean so much to me.
As well.
Also in this race is Mary Jose Talu, once again having a dream season at 100 meters. Looked like a lock for the podium and found herself in that dreaded 4th place spot again. I mean, she's got another opportunity here. She has a silver from this event dating back to 2017. So we'll just see how she competes in this, the toughest semifinal heat.
I have been where Talu has been. You're doing a double at Worlds and you don't medal in the 100s. You only come out one of 2 ways. I am leaving here with something. I gotta kill somebody in this 200 for sure, or man, I don't know what's going on. Come out. So Talu has her work cut out for her with Sharika Jackson, the defending world.
So we're gonna skip that part so we could get to the more interesting part. So now that they're set and got their introductions out the way, like I say, may the best person wins at this semifinal, and I cannot wait to see them in the final. Like I said, you just know when you have great athletes, okay? The 200 is something special.
I expect that this is going to be the fastest semifinal just because of who's in 6, 7, and 8.
And like I mentioned before, because they have a night of rest, I think they'll leave it all on the line, and they're going to want to be top 2 guaranteed into that final.
Right.
Final semi-final of the women's 200. Sha'carri Richardson, second from the right. And the world champion has made sure she has done the job on the turn. Talu there as well. What does Sha'carri Richardson have from the outside? Here we go. She's going to rely on that finish. Sha'carri Richardson's in trouble, but now she starts to wind up. She's coming by Talu and will get there. So just eased off. She felt comfortable enough. Sharika Jackson with the win. Richardson. No queue room for Sha'carri this time. She is into the final, and now it's Talu that has to go to that queue room and hope that her 3rd place time is going to put her into the final. We'll crunch the numbers here for you and let you know ASAP. So the top 3 from this semifinal into the final.
As we expected, this was going to be the faster of the 2, or at least the most competitive.
Yeah. And it means that Kayla White will not be in the final. So Talu takes the place of Kayla White. And Strawn will also be in the final as well for the Bahamas.
So we take a look again at this 200, and you would think that Sha'carri would be a little bit stronger in the first turn. Obviously, they both have run 10-6, 10-7 in the 100, but it is Sharika Jackson who always seems to run.
Do you see Sharika Jackson's face, yo? It's like, I'm about to teach you this lesson, and you're gonna sit back on it. Like, that's crazy how she just did that.
The turn like the fastest in the field, and now look at Sharika. She's completely off the gas. She's relaxed. And it is Sha'carri having to do the work to get in the mix and to ensure that she was in that top 2. But this is Sha'carri's weaker event. There's no doubt about it. If there's a clear favorite in this event, it is Sharika Jackson. As long as Sha'carri's not in her head, I anticipate that she could scare that world record. She's run 21.4 when she was slower at 100 meters. So what can she do after some disappointment in the 100? We'll see. We'll see tomorrow night.
The lane draw is going to be
So guys, I'm gonna stop it here, and like I said, this is gonna be intense. I cannot wait to cover this tonight with you guys. And like I said, you guys are probably my most favorite subscribers. You guys have made this journey of YouTube so worthwhile. I remember when I had my very first subscriber, and it was such a great feeling to have that. And to build up from where I am now, I'm just so grateful to be at a position where I could create things where people can enjoy and have a safe space for not only myself, but for you guys as well. Like I always said, I sometimes always say I don't know what my viewers are going through, but I always make sure to understand and sympathize with you guys, because the world is a crazy place. And the best thing I could offer you guys is joy and positivity. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the final. This is gonna be insane. We just saw Noah Lyles, what he did in the final, but I wanted to take my time my time to watch the women's 200, because that will determine what next year's gonna look like. That's all I gotta say. And then we will focus on the Prefontaine, which will be the last video of the track season, as we jump into American Horror Story, as well as the Renaissance thing that I'm gonna be working on. So we have so much planned, guys. So look out for the month of September, the rest of the month of September, as well as October. Thank you guys so much for being so patient with me. Like and subscribe to the channel. I cannot stress this enough. Our goal is to hit 1K, and let's make this happen, guys. Welcome to the